All right, so do some unboxings here. Oh wait, I need to put this on. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm trying to use this more now because I'm not sure if the external mic on my laptop is all that good. And tell me if the music is too loud. So hopefully people are in here. There are some comments already, but I think people left again. Maybe I should have just started early. But anyway, we're going to start with the CRKT. This is from Atlantic Knives. They do daily deals. And this one came in at sub 40, which I think is a good price for the CRKT, the BT Fighter, the full size. I have the mini, so I didn't really want to get the original full size per se. But again, it was on a daily sale, and what happened to it? Well, it used to be right here. Lost track of it. Sassafras. Hey, thanks for joining. So here we go. Here's the Paragon Warlock, right? This is fidget friendly like crazy. Next to the Riot Exo, this is the most fidget friendly. Okay, so this is going to be, whew, that's slicey. Who says daggers aren't all that useful? I used to say like they're the least useful, but that went well. You know, and it gives you the option of going this and going either way, you know, because otherwise I'd have to twist, right, to cut that way. So, okay, here's this AK9 sticker. Okay, I'll put that on my notebook. And it's the BT Fighter. Oh, did I call it wrong? It's the BT Fighter, Brian Tighe Fighter is what it stands for. 5225. This is the full size is, hello everybody. Okay, here we go. So this is their little thing. This one has the pizza party one. No, it's not the pizza party. Tell your boss you have a family emergency, fake an illness, cut a hole in the ceiling with the KISS knife and climb out. I do have the KISS. I think I have, they have like KISS and then they have something else that's slightly smaller. So let's see. So it comes in this little plastic bag, not sealed at all. And yeah, it looks almost identical to the compact, except the blade style is very different. Here's first flip, good detent. It's a Tanto. The compact is just a regular drop point. And let's see how nice the action is. It's not great. It's not drop shutty at all. So it probably just needs to be broken in. Yeah, see? Good detent. Ooh, yeah, it's a stiff detent, which is good because, it's not middle flickable. Oh, yeah. It pretty much needs the flipper. I can't middle flick it. Yeah, and I'm not weak, so that means it should be more secure, which, yep. Oh, although, look at that. I can feel some movement there. That's odd. I'm surprised that there's actual, no, maybe not. I think it needs to just be broken in. Hey, gone awry. Thanks for joining. Budget Guy, Goondogs. Yeah, I mean, it feels good. And it has these finger grooves, so it forces you into that position, but because it's so large, it'll fit your hand. So that'll fit up to an extra large, although it'll start to get cramped. And like the BT Fighter, it has this awkward clip, and you cannot reverse it. I tried to flip it around onto this side, but you can't. It can only be right-handed. So there's all this fuzz in here. Oh, it's the plastic bag. That's weird. There's a lot of plastic. Okay. Yeah, and it's got a ceramic ball. So it's slightly awkward. There's not really flex because it's already got these standoffs there. That's how he designed his knife. And yeah, it's just GRN, FRN, but they make it look like carbon fiber. I think nobody does GRN better than CRKT, which is maybe not saying much because who really likes it after all. But yeah, it's a big knife too. All right, Bluminati, thanks for joining. Hey, no worries. So we've got something relatively large here. It's from Blade HQ. It's from their 20th anniversary. They didn't make a big deal about it. It's like, I hate to say it, but ever since Zach left, they've just fizzled out in terms of their energy for their YouTube channel. And they used to do like a big run up. Ooh, it's anniversary's coming up. We're going to have all these special things and do a bunch of broadcasts. And now it's just kind of like, I don't even know if they did one at all this year. And their shipping, I just want you to take a look at this box. See how beat up it is? All of their boxes come basically pre-opened. I mean, look, see that? Look, I can open it with my finger. See? It's all torn up. I mean, it's like half opened. All of their boxes come to me that way, even the small ones. So I don't know if they need to be, I don't know. I mean, because, yeah, it's partially the problem of the shipping company. And, yeah, UPS is, well, this is US postage. Hold on. USPS. Oh, okay. So that's this regular post office. But yeah, it's been kind of frustrating, Blade HQ lately. Okay, travel cutlery fork, Swiss Advance. It's in the blister pack or whatever. Dishwasher safe for dining, just 13 grams. Wow, I know it is light as a feather. Interlocking mechanism, retractable, blah, blah, blah. Zollingen, stainless steel. I don't know if that really means anything per se. Switzerland, stainless steel, Germany. So there's a screw. I mean, it's tiny, but I try and get a lot of these. If you've noticed, if you watch my unboxing, I get a lot of these kinds of, it's a big bag of nuts. Oh, hey, Sharon. I do podcasts with Sharon, which we'll do one today after this. We've been talking about Tennessee. Interestingly, yesterday we talked about the guy from, the representative from Seaverville. Hey, sharp guy. Where SMKW is, and yeah, it was really embarrassing on his part. There are generations and legacies of ugliness in the South. I think the KKK was founded in the South, I believe. I mean, in Tennessee rather, which is ironic because they did not join the Confederacy. So, oh wait, let me say what this is first. This is the Gerber Dibs. Now, this was the free gift the day before the anniversary, or maybe the first day of the anniversary. And then I guess once they ran out, they switched to I think a Blade HQ Gerber knife roll, one of these knife rolls I have hanging on my wall. So I wanted to make sure to get because I've been meaning to get the Gerber Dibs anyway, but I just didn't want to pay, what is it, 30 some bucks for a 428C. I don't even know if it's 428C. It might have just been 420. So I just wasn't super wanting, but I did like the sheath that came in, and I like the blade shape and its portability, its EDC size. So this is Dibs. What is it? 30 something or 9150522A. I think that's what it is. 9150522A. I think that's the actual part number. And I think it might be easier to open from the bottom. Or maybe this isn't the bottom. Maybe this is the top. Okay. So here we go. Yeah. Okay. They do quite good packaging. And here's a yeah. So here's they're multilingual. I see Japanese, Korean. Wow. You know, Gerber's reach is really, really global. Look at that. Korean, Japanese, Mandarin, Czech, English, Finnish, Swedish, Danish, French, Dutch, German, Spanish, Polish, Italian, Hungarian, Russian. So obviously they're exporting these guys, which is why I think I feel like Gerber and CRKT overprices their stuff because they're the ones that have a global reach. B, they're like in Walmart, all big box stores. So I think they keep their prices at the maximum the market will bear, you know. And so for us knife guys that know the smaller companies, especially the Chinese companies, which give you ridiculous value, you know. So for 30 some bucks, you could get something so much better from these Chinese companies. And these things are made in China anyway, right? I mean, where's the box? Yep, made in China. So they're probably made in more or less the same factories. Tagalog? No Tagalog. That's interesting. I just realized out of all the languages, they're all first world countries. There's not a single third world country on there. Yeah, where did I put it? But yeah, I mean, anyway. Okay, so let's open this way. Oh, and it's already in the sheath. So this is what I like. I like this sheath. It's leather, but it's either genuine leather or it might even be bonded leather, which is glued in pieces of. And so they spray this like plastic coating on it. I mean, it is technically leather, but that's why they call it genuine leather. It's technically leather, but it's very, very cheap leather. So again, no surprise. Oh, I almost cut myself. So yeah, I love the blade shape. Nice little drop point. I just realized it reminds me of the CRKT Owlet. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Do you see that? How the pinky hits that ramp. So even though it's very small, you can get full 4 fingers almost, like 3 3/4. So, and this serves as like a finger guard. Looks like it's got a decent grind on it. Yeah, it's pretty slicey. Oh yeah, it's got a good, and it's a full flat grind. Basically, there's a little bit. No, there's a little mini swedge. So yeah, it's basically a full flat grind. I just found out. So it has a $5 28-inch machete. Yeah, 28-inch. You mean 18-inch? They have, right? Unless that's brand new. I have it's the Gavilan. It's a Colombian company. Colombia. I think it's Colombian. Yeah, the machete. It's $5. Unbelievable. ATX. Let's see. It's cute. Carco. Yeah, it is cute. It's very, very cute. This is that perfect EDC size. Sheath made in China. Well, so is the knife. Anyway, so I really like this sheath, is what I really like about it. Hold on, let me get rid of this damn commercial. Okay, there we go. There's zero, because they push this really far over, there's no play whatsoever. So it's not the worst sheath in the world. They've got one hole here for I guess you could neck carry it. Yeah, you could. But if you really wanted to neck carry it, you almost want to get rid of this flop there. But otherwise, you could lash it to your leg with that one hole. I don't know. Yeah, so you can see that it is leather, but it's that genuine leather, which is basically like sprayed suede. Okay, so yeah, I can't see what I did with that. Anyway, I'm spending way too much time on this. Sorry, I gotta pound through this. What's this? Oh, this is the Kershaw LoneRock ZipIt. So, titanium carbide coating, blah blah blah. It's glass-filled nylon. Fixed blade, slim skinning blade, includes a sheath. Okay, so it's the blade is the top here, so it's for gutting. So it's not a gut hook, because a hook comes this way. So this allows you to zip straight up. Some hunters swear by it. I was curious to see how it would work as a pickall. I'm curious. So we'll open that up some other time and see how well it works as a pickall. Because again, the sharpened edge is the top. So it, is this a very cheap way of getting a pickall? That's kind of a terry cloth leather. No, it's not that bad. Dang, I fat fingered the 2 instead of 1. That's cool. Oh, okay, yeah, budget guy. Yeah, 18 inches. That's right. So yeah, they've had that for a while now, for over a year. I have one, and I'm planning on getting another one. I'm just gonna grab a couple every time and just give them out to friends. I mean, for $5, $5, and the Gavilan. I mean, the one I got was horrible. There was huge burrs. That was as long as the grind itself, or the bevel itself. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm in the middle of something. What's up? Okay, I'm recording. Goodbye. Okay, thank you. Bye. So let's see. Kumustika is about as far as my Tagalog. Marcos. Yeah. So I was saying the Gavilan from Colombia. Mine happened to be awful. I'm not going to say every single one is, but quality control is at best very iffy. But that's something you can sharpen out yourself. It's not the end of the world. But what I am saying is, for $5, you're getting a worker knife. See, the thing is with that company, I don't know much about it, but I know, for example, with the Tramontinas, they're also about $5-10 for the Machete, and up to 15. But it seems very cheap to us. But these are worker knives. These are knives that tenant farmers, peasants, I mean, workers, people that use that knife day in and day out for hours and hours all day long. Are using. So they are they're worker knives. They're meant to be used. So we can poo-poo them, but in a lot of ways they're legit. In terms of they're meant to get use. Whereas like my Paragon Warlock, I don't want to hard use that thing. I don't know if you could or not. But hey, Michael Morgan's here, and then let's see. Oh yeah, this is the Broadcut machete and sheath. This is the ideal for cleaning brush or tree limbs. packable belt loop sheath. Okay, so there's the sheath, there's the machete shape, and it is blade material, just called stainless steel, textured rubber grip. So it's almost a barong, almost a parang, almost I think it's kind of in between several machete shapes. Let me know if you know, if you do know, or if it's just their own shape, because I think because it's got this upturn as well, and then it's got this sizable ricasso here. So I'm not exactly sure how best to define this. And I didn't realize it's got a little hook here, which is not a gut hook. It's meant to be like to pull on branches and things. So, hey, Alex. So anyway, so there's that. Oh, okay. Here's the clip Pock-It XL utility holster. So I'm going to see, do you see that picture there? Is that showing up? See how they're putting like multi-tools and this and that. I want to see if this is going to work. See how they have it loaded out. I want to see if this is going to work as to help me with my EDC, because I'm still struggling to find a completely appropriate EDC pouch, and nothing yet has just nailed it for me. Like, oh, finally. The one thing that does work is I'm carrying the Kershaw platform. It's the slip joint that has a nail clipper on the back of it, and it helps with carrying a slip joint. The amount of real estate on my belt and hip is a little much for just one single slip joint, but at the very least, it does help me. Really need to learn Tagalog. We have so many Filipinos working in my company now. Bluminati, where are you? Hassan Chop. I'm not sure. I think you guys are all speaking Tagalog right now. So the most widely spoken language in California after Spanish, obviously English, but aside from English, in terms of foreign languages, is Tagalog. And I believe it's the only state that's true. Oh, Texas. I didn't know there was a big Filipino population, but yeah. The Ranger wallet from Bladehq EDC is dope. Yeah, the thing is, Bladehq EDC is, it's very name brandy. Small batches. It's really expensive. I don't doubt it's awesome. It's just for some stitched nylon, or it's just. I mean, this thing was dirt cheap. It was what, $8, or I don't know. It was not expensive at all. So I'm gonna see if it's got like a clip. I'm gonna see what I'm trying to move stuff out of my pockets onto my belt, because it just having stuff in my pocket drives me nuts. Here's a crushed Gerber box. Look at how crushed that is. Oh, this is the Downwind Ulu. So this is an Ulu. I believe this is new. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this came out, last year or 2 years ago? I don't remember if it came out at the same time as the tri-tip cleaver, which would make it even more, several years old. But I think I remember it only coming out in the last couple of years, because I remember seeing it like, ooh, I want that Ulu. But again, it's overpriced. It's Gerber, it's overpriced for what you get in terms of materials. But I want an Ulu. There are very, very, very few Ulus, period. And the Ulus that are there, so like your traditional Ulu is not meant to be portable. It just comes with like a little wood handle, and you use it at home or in the camp. It's not really meant to be EDC'd, for good reason. It doesn't feel like an EDC knife, but this is a version that seems EDC-able. So again, I gotta give credit. I know everyone likes to poo-poo on Gerber, and I get it, but Gerber's the only one to do lots of things in terms of, like, they have a tether, they have fish line, equipment. They do affordable machetes of various blade shapes that often resemble traditional blade shapes, etc. And they're the only ones doing this. Ulu, their Keynote, I have that. Their GDC line is really nice, where they have the card wallet fixed blade, as well as the zipper pull knife that I use all the time. I have it attached to my phone. So nobody else is doing that. So I got to give credit where credit is due in terms of Gerber. Like I said, I think they're overpriced. They're using ancient materials, but I don't blame them for using 428C because Buck is still using 428C. It served people for a long time. I think their loyal customers are ones that just buy a single Gerber and use it until it dies. And I think their customers are used to sharpening 428C. It's super easy to sharpen, and it takes a ridiculous edge. So I think they're not going to move away from it, and probably for good reason. Gerber isn't bad. I have a few blades from them, and they do the job. More people use Gerber in their day-to-day stuff in terms of like hunting, fishing, yard work than almost any other company that I can think of, obviously, aside from like, say, Swiss Army or something. But they are tried, true, tested. Us knife snobs, we aren't that excited about it. But again, I have tons of Gerber stuff because nobody else is doing it. So let's finally get to it. This is the Sage colorway. So once again, yeah, Korean, Hungarian, Russian, Japanese. Yeah, see, no third world country at all. German, Spanish, Finnish, Swedish, Danish, French, Korean, Hungarian, Mandarin, Polish, Czech, Italian. So yeah, I guess that's where the biggest market is. Makes sense. Bigger your economy. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't see the sheath online, or didn't, but it's a canvas, which is pretty cool, which means you can put wax on it, make it relatively relatively waterproof. So sheath made in China. It is, I'm not going to say it's not double stitched, but it's one very big stitch. So it's like a single stitch that's kind of doubled up, if that makes sense. So it does feel pretty sturdy. Unfortunately, it does have Velcro, but then at least it does have a button, so that's good. And here we go. It's smaller than I expected, but I'm getting a full 4-finger grip, and the jimping's in the right place. And yeah, it's an Ulu, and it's very small, and it feels a lot like their tri-tip. Again, I think this is 7CR actually, now that I think about it. I don't think it's 420HC anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's got basically a flat grind. It looks like it, I mean, basically they're doing it like a Scandi. And if I'm not mistaken, it feels razor sharp to me. So let's see. It cuts really well. Look at that. I'm going the entire length of the blade, and that bevel, that grind is fantastic. Look at that. I mean, it's cutting real well. Let me cut upwards. It's not cutting upwards quite as well. Or maybe it's just harder to cut upwards. Yeah, it's just a more awkward motion. Let's see. You've never sent me any blades to borrow. Yeah, Alex, I will. I'm sorry. I haven't sent them yet because I need to send them to OCD for EDC. But yeah, hit me up, Alex. We can work something out for sure. So yeah, there's that. But tons of play, which look at that. I can't stand sheaths that have play, because as you walk, look at that. Look at how much play there is. I can't stand that, which is enough to make me just makes me just not want to carry it, which is obviously you're not going to EDC an Ulu very often, but it's good for food prep. Like, I feel like at camp, this would be a camp knife for food prep, which I believe is what it was primarily for. You can message me on Facebook Messenger. Okay. Oh my God. You know, I needed to look at this. I thought this was handheld size. This is ridiculous. I didn't know it was this enormous. This looks like a big dildo. Look at this. This is the Koga. Oh, that is so annoying. I mean, I glance at the measurements, but again, until I see it, I wanted to get the mini, but in order to make the limit, I had to spend $1 more. So I had to go up $1 to get this. And it's ridiculously enormous, which isn't the end of the world. I wanted this actually for more EDC Kubaton size, but at this size, that's a full-blown melee weapon. So it's not the end of the world. I mean, this is a very, very good melee weapon because it doesn't really take much, doesn't take any, I'm not going to say any training. You know, it's good for pressure points. You guys know what a Kubaton is. Hey, El Cap. Mini for prostate pleasure. Yeah, of course. Is that a ding ding? A ding ding? You mean dildo? Yeah, I mean, ding ding. I mean, yeah, you could definitely butt plug that too. Although that would definitely cause some interesting rupturings. But, you know, ribbed for your pleasure. But yeah, I mean, it's for the grip, obviously. And you can also use that part for pressure points as well. So if you hold it down here and you're on the wrist like this, it can be used for that, like raking, pressure points, you know, like on the face. So you know, Cold Steel, they make good weapons, and they're the only major company I know that make full blown melee weapons, like meant for weapons. That's what I like. Well, one of the many things I like about Cold Steel is that they're unapologetic about, like, these are weapons, you know. I know there's this whole movement for people to be like, oh, knives are tools. Okay, fine, but you know, if I need a tool, I'll use scissors. I like knives. Anyway, Marcos knows a lot of Tagalog. Oh, here's the commemoration coin. It's probably hard to see. And then the backside. It's got the donut knife. It's got the little hand with the donut. As a matter of fact, the sticker should be in here. You'll be able to see what the design looks like. Oh, Bestechman. There's that. Let's see if I can find. Here's the pink Baladeo. Okay, so here's the Coghlan's thermometer compass. Here's the glow in the dark. Let's make sure it actually glows in the dark. And it works. So, still looking for the sticker. Too bad I don't see the sticker. It didn't say they had run out by the time I ordered this. And I ordered the first day, so there's no way they ran out. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so there's the sticker, and that's the emblem. I don't know if you can tell. That's the emblem there. So it's the donut knife. It's their 20th anniversary logo. Anyway. So this is a $2 knife. This is the Couteau Pliant Birdy Bleu Baladeo. À chacun sa nature. I didn't know this was a French company. I thought that was a Portuguese company. It's weird. Inox 2CR13. Ooh. So inox is inoxidation. It's inox stands for stainless, no oxidation. Literally 2CR13, plastic handle. It's called ECO 190. I don't know if you can see that. So that's the one. That's what it's called. ECO 190. Yeah. So this is how it comes. Wrapped in. It's not wax paper. It's just tissue paper. Yeah, it's just regular tissue paper. It's a keychain knife. And ooh, look at that. Nice swell. So that's not bad for. It's a slip joint. Oh, I think it's meant to be a detent, or no? It's just friction, but no backspring even. Purely just friction from the plastic. But I mean, the centering's okay. There's a little bit of a thing there from the mold, but let's see. When it's here, they're a little like jimping on the plastic there, so that I guess you could use it this way. I mean, there's almost nothing holding that in place. I feel a slight detent. I can hear that a little bit of a click. And look at that blade shape. It's almost got a mini recurve in it. Can you see that? Can you tell? Look, it's got the evermost tiny recurve. Yeah, there. Do you see that? Isn't that weird? There's a little itty bitty. I don't even know if that's meant to be there. I wonder if they just fucked up the grind really bad. But look, see that ever so slight recurve? That's so weird. Anyway, it's a nail nick, as you can see. There's a nail nick. But again, it's a $2 knife, and I'm pretty impressed for $2. I mean, because I'll show you, it's sharp. This would be a great like travel knife if you've traveled through Europe. You want to eat some cheese. It's not a magnificent sharpening. There's a little. No, it's actually not bad. Oh yeah, it's more than sufficient. You know, this is perfect for pulling out a salami and cheese, which is a very common way to eat lunch in Europe when you're like on the train. And as you can see, they put a nice little swell in there, so it feels solid. And as you can see, it just kind of fits on your keychain. So yeah, I just need to fill up my cart, and I had been eyeing these for a while because it was only $2. So more than worth it. That's a good little knife, and you know, something easy to replace if anything happens to it. I mean, 140C exists, so I bet 1CR13 exists. Yeah, why not? I never heard of 140C. That's wild. Yeah. Next, so this is also Baladeo. This is the Papagayo, which I'm pretty sure means parrot. Look at that. They even have their own Scotch tape that says Baladeo printed on it. Montreal's unique vibe is hard to describe, so we artificial intelligence. Let's use the Baladeo to open the Baladeo. There we go. You can even use it one-handed, or close it one-handed anyway. Here, as you know, one of my sub-collections is pink knives. Here's the little insert here. It's got some girl in a cowboy hat. That's random. Here are the many colors. As you can see, they're very, I don't know, you call that pastel colors. You've got black, red, orange, purple, pink, green, blue, and dark blue. So very pretty colors, I think. All of them. I think all of them look great. Too bad you can't really tell. Sorry. put this away. So let's see. That's weird. Okay, so as you can see, it's a nail nick and no half stop, back spring. What's strange is, oh, I see. Okay, so do you see that? Yeah, you can't. This rubber lifts up, so I suppose that's what this. It's meant to be a lanyard hole. I was like, that looks like a lanyard hole, but as you can see the back spring there. But oh wait, that's the lock. Oh, never mind. That's just for the lock. I'm sorry, it isn't a lanyard hole. It's meant to be flexible to let you know where the back lock is, and so they even put a little bit of a jimping. I don't know if this is silicone or rubber. The centering is pretty close. Again, it's a lockback. It's I would call this borderline gentleman's knife or gentlewoman's knife because of just how simplistic and it's like a block, and it feels good in hand. Again, this is like a $6-7 knife. I have a question for the group. We all collect knives, right? But is there a certain blade shape that you collect more than others? Mine is Wharncliffe and Wharncliffe mods. Modified Wharncliffes. Yeah, I like Wharncliffes the best for the most part. But I'll say, in fact, I like Hawkbills even better. And I'd say my favorite is a Nessmuck to collect, not necessarily to use. I like using Wharncliffes the best, and I really like using Hawkbills the best. I like the look of drop points the best. I'm kind of boring. Clip points are okay. I dislike the look of Tantos the most. I hate the way they look, but I gotta say, Tantos, Americanized Tantos, with the double you have 2 points are probably some of the most useful. I just don't like the way they look. I think it just looks like they're trying too hard. It's like, look at me, I'm really tactical, which is also my problem with clip points, because again, the clip point, if I'm not mistaken, the clip point came about as to add additional knife fighting abilities to your knife back in the David Bowie days, which is why clip points are associated with not David Bowie, excuse me, Jim Bowie. Good Lord. Okay, I think that's it. Oh wait, yeah, the rest of it is down here. Here is the Bestechman. It's the BMK02G. I believe that's what it's called. Yeah, K02G. Oh, here it is. Yep. BMK02G. So it's Bestechman knife, I guess just their second one. And I think the G stands for green, I think. And it's the Ronan 14C28 black PVD. So maybe I don't know what the G stands for. Okay, here we go. So it does come with some sort of insert here. So this is Bestechman is the Civivi is the cheaper brand for Bestech. It's their budget line. About Bestechman is committed, blah blah blah, utilizing knife care tips, contact Bestman knife. If you can see that. Their warranty information. So comes in a standard plastic bag, and ooh, got a nice little texture on their G10, and drop shetty. Everybody loves Bestech, and I can see why. Right out the box, it's fantastic. Yep, good. Middle flickable, perfect. Interesting blade shape. See how it's almost it's kind of a spear point, It's a drop point, but it's practically a spear point, and it almost looks like a teardrop. So beautiful blade shape. And 14C28N is easily one of my favorite steels. I'd say Sandvik and Os 10, I think, are about as good as we need in terms of, allows you to sharpen it. I mean, if you're in the field and you have a super steel, you might B, shit out of luck for sharpening. Definitely not. Oh, 140C was a forgotten experiment, a failure. Oh, really? Tanto's Eclipse are my jam. Okay. I like the drop point. I get the Biha Hawkbill. No, I have the Harns Hawkbill, which is also a crossbar lock with G10. Very affordable, sub $20, I think. Right around $20. What I was gonna buy the Ronan today. Okay, what a coincidence. Yeah, I know. I don't have any preferences here. I like all sorts. Um, I have a whole bunch of O lights for flashlights, Alex. I forgot that I could do this. Drop points in modern folders and spear points in traditionals for sure. Most because I buy a lot of Tinkers. So Grom, you collect Tinkers. What about Super Tinkers? I think I have a Super Tinker. The Super is they add the pen and something. Sheep's foot. Okay. I went through a sheep's foot phase for a while. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I think I got sheep's foot burnout. Oh yeah. So this was the original question. I should have done that before. Yeah. This probably is the most common. I carry my. I think I just froze. Hawkbills are dope. I carry my Black Talon 2 every day. Really, that used to be my going to the ATM knife. That was my first true dedicated self-defense knife. The Black Talon 2. I have the fully serrated, by the way. Get the best Beehive Hawkbill. Okay, Bestech Beehive. What lock does it have? If it's a liner lock, I'm not gonna get it. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have the American Lawman yet. Oh, you got it on sale, really? Oh, but I like the scales mostly, especially if a Bigfoot is on them. Oh, that's so cool. So you collect Bigfoot stuff. That it's so much fun to have like a sub collection. Oh, that's what I meant. The deluxe Tinker, right? Not the Super Tinker. Is there a Super Tinker? Are they two different things, the deluxe and the super? I see a Super Tinker. Oh, you're right. There is, I think, over the Tinker for the scissors. Is that what it is? Is that what the difference is? Sorry, I didn't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have the Super Tinker or the deluxe. I don't know. Not frozen. Not sure what that means. Just ordered the. Oh, you did? It's the Ronan. It's with an A. I'm sure you're being auto corrected, but yeah, liner lock. Okay, sorry. Deluxe has pliers plus. That's what I thought. Okay, so the Super has the scissors, and the Deluxe has the scissors and pliers. I can't remember right now. It's over there. I just have to reach over. I think it's the Deluxe because I think it does have the pliers. Okay, yeah, I'm very pleased with this so far. The action feels really solid. Yeah, and the lockup is rock solid. So yeah, I'm really pleased. I see why everyone is raving about Bestech. They really are. They QSP, Bestech, Civivi, these companies are just killing it. CJRB Artisan Cutlery. I'm sorry. At this point, I'm going to go so far as to say they are literally outdoing the American companies. They really are. Spyderco is staying ahead of the game just by always instituting super steels first when they come out. They adopt them very quickly, but they're still using GRN. I mean, that's something that they pioneered in the 80s. You got to move on. Likewise, Benchmade. I mean, yesterday's styles at tomorrow's prices. I mean, they're just grossly overpriced. It's just getting really boring. You don't have many fidget knives, so not often. Yeah, I have purely fidget knives. I carry the O knife O Tool 2 mini non-knife everywhere because it's titanium. It's not setting off metal detection. You never know when it'll be useful. Really? O knife O Tool 2? Oh, it's got no knife in it. Okay. Sorry, dog bumped me and I hit send before it was done. Oh, so yeah, no worries. I heard of butt dialing, but dog typing is new to me. That's funny. Innovate or die. I agree with you, Gonarai. I trained her well. It's quite a level of training there. I can't stand Barf Maiden. I don't hate them. I think the Mini Adamas was the knife of the year last year, but I got the SHOT Show exclusive Burgundy Micarta, which to me was a win because Burgundy is one of my new favorite colors, or kind of my old favorite color, and Micarta is my favorite. So, but again, they have to do a SHOT Show special to do Micarta. Why haven't you been doing Micarta this whole time? You're selling this $200, aluminum $200. It just, GRN. Come on. During a 2-week slip challenge, currently carrying a 4-inch Rough Rider Moonglow Stockman. It's using my 5th pocket knife. Yeah, I have the whole Moonglow series. So as you know, so pink knives and glow in the dark is my sub collections. And so I've got, when they had the Rough Rider sale, I filled up my cart with the rest of the Moonglow series. Their website screwed up. I couldn't, it wasn't working right. So I ended up missing it. So I didn't purchase those. At this point, I'm wondering if I really need to collect every single Moonglow. Yeah, I love the Moonglow. I really like the Beyond EDC Navaja. Yeah, SMKW exclusive. Fortunately, $29 before shipping. Yeah, I've been looking at that Navaja. Again, I don't want to do liner locks anymore. I'm just beyond bored with them. So I think I'm going in a loop here. I am jelly, bro. I really am. So I love the shape, size. It's a gigantic Navaja, which is kind of getting back to the original roots. If I'm not mistaken, the original Navajas were quite big. I think they were meant to be replacement for swords because of outlawing swords. Because at one point, the Spanish Empire outlawed swords. That's where the Argentinian gauchos got the facão from the Brazilians, which is such a big knife that it was almost the size of a sword. Speaking of Rough Rider, didn't you get one of those toad stickers? I didn't. I've been thinking about it, but I have not gotten the toad sticker. I kind of do want to because it's that long, thin, stabby knife. Looks fun. Looks like a cool little knife. I want the Workman series. Is the Workman ones the ones with the pocket clips? Because traditional with a pocket clip. Yeah. Okay, I believe that's it. Okay, so that was that. Oh wait, Boker. I got a Boker. I don't remember what I got. So. Oh, the egg. There's a random plastic bag in here that's empty. Oh, I know. That's what the ball and chain originally came in there. Okay, let's see what it comes with. Oh, English and Deutsch. Look at that. You guys want to hear me speak German? Okay, so Boker Plus, care instructions. Hopefully it's coming out. So Boker Plus, care instructions, limited lifetime warranty, and then just the back here doesn't really say anything. but it's got the Quaken, I believe. Yeah, I believe that's the Urban Quaken, is it called? Which is really nice. It's kind of better than the CEO, I think. It certainly looks nicer, but it's way more expensive. And, better steel, but that's about it. So here's the German one. In enger Zusammenarbeit mit namhaften internationalen Designern entwickeln und erproben wir moderne Gebrauchsmesser und Gentleman Taschen. Wow, they even say gentleman's knives. They borrowed that from English. They call them gentleman pocket knives. That's clearly translated over from our English use of gentleman knives. So they even use the word gentleman. Ja, Pflegenweise für Messer. Ja. Ölen Sie Klingen des Messers regelmäßig. Yeah, oil your knives regularly. Okay. So there's that. And here's the Le Egg. So here's the box. So it's a magnetic closure. And it's the 01BO198. 01BO198. That's the Boker Plus plastic bag, and it's even tinier than I expected, once again, although I didn't expect it to be big either. So there's the plastic bag. There's the very tiny and very thin little thing. Oh, and it's magnetic. Look at that. You know what? I don't know how to open this. Oh, it's like the easy open. Look at that. That's cool. It's hard to do one-handed. Okay, that's really cool. Very hidden. So this might be my new neck knife. Look at that grind, a little tiny little knife. Hold on, see how the. Okay, yeah, very good. Yep, the whole length of the blade is well sharpened. I can see a very, not even. Oh, it's not that even, the bevel, but it's sufficiently sharp. And it's got that magnet here. So this is like that easy open. This is an old design from back in the day without the magnets. They've updated it with the magnets, but this was an early design for one-handed opening pocket knives that didn't really succeed. The backlock ended up being the thing, even though backlocks are not one-handed. So the budget guy, it's a traditional with a pocket clip. I have a few of them. I mean, sure, you got modern traditionals, but at 80 or higher. Yeah, I know. There's no budget modern traditionals, and so you're right. The Workman series is the only one I know that's traditional, but also with a pocket knife. There's some cheap ones from like Bud HQ, Bud K, but they're really awful, extraordinarily poor quality. It's only fair considering how many words English owes to German. Well, yeah, but most modern terms are the opposite direction. So German, French, they get tons of words from modern. And so gentleman's knife, it might seem like it's an older term, but I think it entered more recently. I like the Bokers I have. Me too. I like Boker. I have two Benchmade knives and I love them, but I didn't pay for them. Thank you, Tree Stat. Oh, really? And the heat treat on their D2 sucks. Really? That's sad. They run soft. People don't want to acknowledge that, but they're afraid to run within specs. They want to keep their stuff soft. What's the model again? Of this leg? It was like $20. It's on sale at Blade HQ. The Rose Class B for traditional knives. We'll just keep trading words back and forth then. Yeah, our words that we borrowed were from a long time ago. The most recent one would be Farfignugan because of the Volkswagen commercials. But other than that, and that was done sort of more out of fun. Ooh, it's been an hour. I'm way over. M4 is solid though. Yeah, M4's. Oh, well, who knows? I don't know how well they run their M4. I just know that they'll if it should be 62, they'll run it at 60. If it should be 61, they run it at 59. They're just afraid to go too hard because they don't want chipped or broken blades. They'd rather have rolls, but they don't understand that these steels perform best when they're within spec. Outside of spec, all bets are off. You don't necessarily improve toughness. That's a fact, and that's what they don't want to acknowledge, that you have to be within spec to maximize the characteristics of the knife. Just because you run soft doesn't automatically mean, therefore, you're gonna be tougher and less chippy. That's not necessarily true, because alloys are alchemy. The characteristics ebb and flow in like inverse relationships or directly. It's just, if you look at the graphs, the lines go this way, that way, this way, this way. So you just don't know what its performance is just because you run it soft. It may do things that you don't expect. It might do the opposite. Wind chill chart. That's cool. So I have other stuff like this that has a thermometer and compass on it, but this is cool. I didn't even know this is on their wind chill chart. So it says wind speed 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, up to 40, and then air temperature 35 to minus 25, and then the chill factor, equivalent temp on exposed flesh. So yeah, it's like a chart. That's pretty cool. That's really cool, actually. Yeah, this is cool. I think I might actually add this to my zipper, just to be able to measure what the actual temperature is. Right now it's saying it's about 70. That may be true. The compass, does it work? The compass. Yeah, the compass actually works. Surprised. I never expect these compasses to work. I don't want to say never. Okay, and I wanted to do more, but it's already at an hour. And so I got this at Target. It's a vanity bag. Let's see, $15. It's called Goodfellow and Company. It's probably their in-house brand. But I just want multiple EDC bags for little kits, and I want them to visibly look different so that I don't have like 10 of the same one. So if I need to grab something, so like I might make like like a fire kit, a tool kit, a first aid kit, just sort of organize it by type, or make this one complete EDC kit if I'm running out of the house and I just need a thing with just your general assortment, or maybe even like an overnight kit, something that has my overnight stuff, if I'm going to spend the night somewhere, that kind of thing. So anyway, I got one of these. I went to the thrift store. Oh, this is what I need to ask you guys. So I went to the thrift store and I got this thing. It's called J-Vision. It even has a website, www.j-visionproducts.com, patent pending. If you look that up, there's no website there. I have no idea what this is. If you guys can tell me, I got this at the thrift store for $6. It's got, your basic backpack type things, but then it's got these loops here that open up, and it's just like, it's like a random quasi backpack, but like it's got these big holes here, so it's meant to just go flat like this. So it's like it's meant to put like a case in it or something. So is it meant for like bringing a Tupperware of food? I mean, you know, and then it's got these pockets for cups and such, but and then it's got additional like clips here. So I don't know what all this crap is for. I just cannot for the life of me figure it out. Um, like it has this clip here that it's like it's meant to hold like a tripod or something, you know. Um, and then it's got another set of clips here, I believe. Yeah, it does. Yeah, but it just hold on, pull it out a little bit. See, it's just got this very small thing here that's meant to what? Clip, you know, like another pole right there. I cannot for the life of me figure out what this, which is why I got this is $6. I figure, I mean, small game you could pull out if you needed to like butcher up some game and carry it out and have the limbs sticking out. I'm trying to figure it out. So you see, but you could definitely fit some sort of a case because it's kind of rectangular, and then it remains open so that, and then to see it's got extra clips here, so it's like you can use these like this. See? But what does that do? What are you supposed to put in there? I can't figure it out. I really don't know. But then see, it's got these, and it's got these ultra thin straps, which would just hurt. So you don't want to carry anything too heavy. So yeah, if anyone knows what the hell this thing is supposed to be, I can't for the life of me figure it out. See? Isn't that a strange shape? It's supposed to be like a lunch bag, a lunch kit. Well, everyone, I have to go. Thanks. And next time have fun, but be safe. Have a great weekend. Well, carry a kid. It doesn't have like a butt contour. You know, I thought, you know, because these legs, I can see it almost looks like one of those kid carriers. But again, it's too rectangular. It's not that. You guys are just trolling in here. Yeah, carry. Oh, it's to carry SpongeBob around with his little square butt. See, little square butt. His little spindly legs can fit out of there. So yeah, I don't know what that is. Oh, and I got this from Walmart. I don't know if I haven't played sports in forever, but these new bat grips is like, you know, I needed to get stuff to wrap some of my knives and spears and poles and things like that I'm going to eventually equip out. And it was like, should I get, you know, hockey tape, tennis tape? And this stuff is so grippy. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's almost like it's glue. But it's not. It's just regular rubber. So I'm going to check this out. I'm going to, you know, the cold steel Bushman that you put onto a pole. I want to wrap the outside of that for when you do use it as a knife and see how good the shock absorption and grip is on that. I think it's going to be outstanding, frankly. So this is just the all black. They had other colors. You know, this was what, $4 again from the thrift store. It's one of those old camera bags, you know, but again, I want to make maybe a little tiny EDC kit out of it. It would certainly fit like an Altoids tin, but yeah, maybe like a multi-tool or something. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, I still collect these little toys because I miss showing them to Jason Brown. So maybe his daughter one day will see this. 5 mystery pets inside. I got one of these. They sell these now at Walmart. These mini fire start. These, you know, they usually sell them in the big logs. Stinks like crazy. So I don't think you can pull them out of the bag. I was thinking maybe cut them up and put them into like go bags, but I think you're just gonna have to put the whole thing in there. Yeah, an extra little strap here, which yeah, I don't know. Anyway, Yeah, and then my friend gave me this. It's an old guitar case. I think it's a guitar case, but it's got all these things here, these pockets. So I was thinking of putting axes and machetes in there. And I was thinking it would be good for that. I don't know if maybe it's meant for a microphone stand to carry around microphones. He's a musician. So anyway, it's at an hour and 10 minutes. So I don't know if I have time to do any of this other stuff here. Carrying tackle boxes. I don't know, because tackle boxes, you want to carry them upright. Oh, like the closed tackle boxes. I could see that. I could see that. Where do you get the $2 knife and model name so I can buy it? Okay, I got it from Blade HQ. This is the Baladeo, French company. It's on Blade HQ, and they have two colorways. That's the $2 knife. It's on sale for $2. Okay, and put these in your go bags and even your EDC bags. Electrolytes, you know, this is something that 80% of American adults are chronically dehydrated. So, and you know, we drink soda and coffee and all that. So, you know, get yourself these things. Period. End of sentence. And then clips. This is the key bar. Up to 28 keys. This is the carbon fiber one. So let's see. Step 1, step 2, etc. Step by step. And this is the cash stash, but you can put vitamins in here. I would put like vitamins, antibiotics, painkillers, etc. I guess you could put cash in there too, but that's what they call the cash stash. And then all the little washers and things. And then here's the carbon fiber thing. And then of course your ubiquitous bottle opener, but you can open a bottle with anything. I'm tired of bottle openers. Please, somebody ban bottle openers. It's so funny. I was talking to a homegirl and she was like going from door to door trying to get people to open a bottle for her. I'm like, I'm gonna get her a Swiss Army knife or something. She didn't know how to open it on a tabletop, you know, or on a countertop, you know, on the ledge, which could break the glass. Which is why I stopped doing that. I just use a lighter to open it that way, in the levering motion. Oh, Baladeo. I'll write it for you here. And I believe it's the Papagayo. I believe means parrot. Let's see if I can find it here. It's maybe it's sold out. Oh, it's the Birdy pocket knife. Sorry, the Papagayo is the lockback. Yeah, it's $199, which is a phenomenal price for. Yeah, there's very little to it, but it's got a pretty decent grind. Great lunch knife, great keychain knife. $2 is a steal. The other colorway is black. But I just felt like black is boring. So no, it's not the Papagayo, it's the Birdy. I Dremel the bottle opener off on all my bars and multi-tools. I think I'm going to start doing that. But then what do you do with it? What do? You just have like use it as a pry bar? Yeah. Oh, and I got one of these little suction cups, those industrial level suction cups at Harbor Freight. But what I did want to mention was I got this. So I got this. This is called the 60-inch quick measure. This is at whatchamacallit, at Walmart. I think it's meant for fishing because it's very tiny. And it's 60 inches, which is, and it's stuck. Now, I guess you have to press this button to release it. 54, 60, exactly. Okay, so 60 inches, which is 5 feet, right? Ooh, terrible quality. Yeah, but it is what it is. And then I got this from Temu. Temu is the new Wish. It's like slightly cheaper and more deals. And of course it's pink, so I had to check it out. And this one is also 60. So it goes to show you, it feels more robust. I mean, it's plastic though. Well, so is this, but it has some metal in it. Yeah. They function about the same, but as you can see, the Walmart one is much smaller and it's the same length. And the tape on the Walmart, they feel about this. Yeah, this one feels a little bit more robust, but it is bigger. So there you go. First thing I did to the cinder was grind off the bottle opener. Sorry, hinderer. I removed the thumb studs as well. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about thumb studs. I think I like holes better. I haven't decided yet. And I've realized now I really want flipper tabs. You know, flipper tabs really are the best. That's the quickest deployment. If you're in an emergency situation, that's the easiest way to open. Nope. Oh, got it. Okay, so it's going to be middle finger flickable soon. I got it once, but anyway, this is definitely middle finger flickable. And that's it for now. I'm definitely way over now. I'm at 120. So, yeah, I need to open some of these. Like, I need to open, this Machete. This is the Schrade Mini Bolo 2. This little mini Tomahawk from Camelus. I've had these sitting around waiting for unboxings forever, and now I need to open this Schrade. But I'm going to start putting my axes and machetes in here. So, yeah, I'll have to come back and do that next time. Is that it? Well, Poppets Mystery Pets. Oh, I need to cut this off. Huh. Oh, they taped it as well. Okay. Oh my gosh. They're like packages of condoms. The fuck? Pop-It Pets. Pop online? What the fuck are you supposed to do with these? Pop-It Pets. Pop online to meet all the pets and explore the Pop-It Pets world. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So looks like I get an extra one because it says 5. Wait. In every Pop-It Pets mystery bag, you get 5 teeny tiny Pock-It pet friends. Which pets will you get? Will you pick me? Plus 5 trading cards, 5 stickers, 1 collector's grid. That's probably what it is. 1 keychain, 17 surprises. Okay, over 100 pets to collect. Oh my God. I'm really this teeny tiny, so it's only that tiny. So there's a pet in here. There's a pet in here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do these next time. This might be more or less waterproof, this bag. Oops, maybe not. Who knows? It might not. Nah, never mind. I was going to say that you might be able to use this as like a first aid kit. I'm coming to your house during the apocalypse. Yes, you are. I've been preparing. I'm telling you. I am ready to go. I've got multiple. At this point, I can load out 6 or 7 people easily with full loadouts. And, you know, I have hundreds of knives, hundreds and hundreds of knives, but full loadouts. You know, I have 6 or 7 axes, 6 or 7 saws, 6 or 7 shovels, you know, so a full loadout, yeah. Better get an O-Lights bag, O-bag. Okay, I'll have to look at that. I haven't been to O-Light in a while. Okay, and we are at an hour and 20 minutes. If there's nothing else for the next 10 minutes, let me open this guy here. And I'm going to use my $2 knife as a pry bar. It's like, don't use your knives to pry, but how else are you going to get a staple open? You know, it's like, well, just tear it open. I don't like tearing things open. I like to open them in a civilized way. So there we go. So, oh, there's 2 staples. Excuse me. Okay, I just slipped and I poked my finger, but I didn't bleed. It goes to show you why you want that semi-sheep's foot style so you don't poke yourself. Okay, and here we go. Yeah, that fits phenomenal in hand. And as you know, these polypropylene type things are really indestructible. So much better than wood, can splinter, etc. Although of this size, wood probably is less likely to snap because it's just so short, but all the more so for these polypropylene. I mean, this thing, you could bash and bash and bash, and because it has flex to it, I mean, minute, but it just won't break. I mean, these things are ultra tough. So is it polypropylene or is it FRN? I think they might call it their Zytel, which I believe is their glass-filled nylon. So yeah, it might actually be glass-filled nylon, but it's so big. Again, this is more of a melee weapon. This is not a Kubaton self-defense keychain. I believe the mini version of this is, on the other hand. So I'm going to have to look that up. A new knife on the 16. Okay. I use all of my sack to pry staple out or the staple remover in the office. Yeah, in the office, I use a staple remover. I don't have one anymore at home. I used to have more than one, but I don't have any anymore. I don't like tearing it open. I hate that. It just makes a mess for no reason. But O-knife, whatever they call their knives. O-knives, yeah. They call them O-knife. Does it slip if there's moisture in your hands? No. You know, the grip on it is fantastic. It's got, what they do with this to give it texture is, you might not be able to tell, but there's micro texture, right? So it's not smooth. It's got ever so slight texture, so it really has fantastic grip. And again, that's the benefit of this material, is that in wet conditions you're still going to get a great grip. and this specific design is also going to prevent any slipping. So yeah, it's a great design. Cold Steel's good at what they do. And this thing's what, $8, $9, and it'll literally save your life if you need it. Before, carbon fiber glass filled nylon was the go-to for the soles of cycling shoes. It's a very tough material that can take a real beating. Yeah, I had budget cycling shoes, and it was GFN. It wasn't carbon fiber. I mean, I can't imagine. I paid, this was a long time ago, but I paid like 20 some bucks for those cycling shoes, and even back then, carbon fiber would have been like $100. It wasn't very common, not for affordable stuff. I don't want to get hit by a glass-filled nylon dildo. I know, huh? How embarrassing. Like, how did he die? Oh, some motherfucker hit him with a black dildo. Like, what? Yeah, right in the temple. He just went, bah! And he fucking died instantly. I mean, your chances of, I realize it's meant to be a less lethal, and I'm not saying it's going to be easy to kill someone, but you could easily accidentally kill somebody just by braining them real good, I mean, our forehead is meant to deal with quite significant impact, but again, because they have this circular thing, it's going to concentrate the force in a much smaller surface area, therefore creating more force. So yeah, you could crack a skull pretty easily with this, but a cracked skull doesn't mean you die automatically. Just depends on how much brain tissue and how young you are. Okay, let this be the last statement. I don't want to get hit by a glass nylon dildo, Like, bro, what happened to your face? Why is it all jacked up? Some motherfucker with a big black nylon dildo just beat the shit out. I mean, that impact, that hurts. Good massage thing. Yeah. Oh, do you hear that? Oof. That's tough. Yeah. Whack. And, you can use it either direction, right? And you can also, again, you can semi-Kubaton with this. It's a little harder because it's so thick and big. Kubatons are meant for pens. I don't know. That's the original way I learned it, was that originally Kubatons came from self-defense with a pen, which they weren't this flexible back then. They had harder plastic back then, but how to use it, this way and to use it as pressure points like this, use it like that. This is a little bit too thick to use that way, but you kind of can. Yeah, it does. It does sound painful. It's a good, and you could even use it like this as a very small billy club, but it's big enough that you can, and see how you can keep the grip on it and really whip it. Listen to that. Listen to that impact. So this is no joke. Cold Steel. I cannot think of a time I got a Cold Steel and was disappointed. Let me think. The machetes, but for the price, I don't mind. Cold Steel makes very inexpensive, very affordable machetes. Not impressive. It's just a flat piece of sharpened steel. There's literally no grind to the machete whatsoever. Even the Tramontinas, they have a grind, to it. The Cold Steels are just a flat piece of metal, and they put a little tiny bevel at the end of it. Not very impressive, but for the price, yeah, it's fantastic. There's a Tibetan war weapon that's the same but bigger and metal. Yeah, are you talking about that almost like that mini mace? It's got like almost like a diamond, like a four-dimensional diamond thing. It kind of looks like a mace, but is it a war weapon? Well, everything Tibetan was a war weapon at one point, but like the monks still carry it, but it's used in a ritual way. But yeah, they took that warrior method because the Tibetans were warriors, and then when they became Buddhists, they all just became monks, which is interesting if you think about it. But they're so remote, who's going to invade them anyway? Well, then again, the Chinese did, but that's yet another story. Yeah, I like this Ulu, but I'm just with this sheath. It's just I mean, and the material's cool too. This canvas. It's not a bad idea. And they gave us a button. I'm glad it's not just Velcro, but and you know, I love the sage color. Oh, and you can't take the scales off either. They're pinned. It's just too much movement. Can you hear that? Vajra Dorja says Google. Yeah, Vajra means lightning, and that's why they have Vajrayana Buddhism. Yeah, it was probably originally a war weapon, but I think they use it ritually now. The monks. Look it up. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, it's a symbol used to represent the indestructible diamond-like hardness of enlightenment. Yep. So yeah, it probably was a weapon at one point, since and that's why they even call their Shambhala, means the warrior's path in Buddhism. It's the warrior's path, but it's Shambhala. Yeah, you know what? You're right. It does look a lot like this, except smaller. Where did I put it? That is so random. How do I misplace things like that? It was in my hand 2 seconds ago. I'm sure it's right in front of me somewhere. Yeah. Oh, it's diamond or thunderbolt. Okay. Awesome stuff. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. And it's past an hour and a half. So I'm definitely going to end it now. I don't like to go more than 90 minutes. I know there's people out there who want to go for 3 or 4 hours, and I just don't understand that. But I'm going to leave that as my opinion. But Matt, you missed the butt plug of death. You missed the black dildo. Oh, you just got home? Yeah, Matt. This is the Cold Steel dildo. I think that's the official name for it. Let's see. Yeah, it's called the Koga, is Japanese for black butt plug dildo. Koga means 2-in-1. You can use it as a dildo and as a butt plug. But it's also deadly. So it's ninja. Yes, you need a Cold Steel dildo butt plug. I mean, this is an awesome melee weapon. I did not think it was this big though. I wanted it to be fist size. I wanted to fist it, but you can't fist this. It's a little too big to fist. You guys are like, what the fuck is he talking about? This motherfucker. So, yeah, no fisting. Tune in next time for Cold Steel fisting. Yeah, that's what she said. See, feel that. Look at that. Oh, I mean, this thing is hard. Imagine right on the. So that's what I was saying, is that you'd even be able to use this as a mini billy club, I feel like. And imagine this motion here. You know how they always say get off the line, and you want to angle and get off the line. Well, if you could turn the corner, you could do this move. Yeah, just check the oil. You can reach around. I ain't gonna do jack to a cracked out mofo. That's not true. That's not true. Let me just tell you, budget guy. In terms of self-defense, yes, people who are drugged out are impervious to this, and that. But what they call knee jerk, that will never change. The anus is one of those things. If you jam this, it forces your body to do this. So yeah, you will get a reaction, and you will get that pause. You're right. If they're so drugged out, they're anesthetized, because cocaine is an analgesic. So crackhead might not feel the pain as much, but knee jerk is knee jerk. Um, it's a reflex, right? You can't. It's like tickling or whatever. If you do that to the butthole, yeah, you're gonna get a reaction. But your guy's real name is Zachary von Mayhoven. What? Good luck getting their pants down. Well, I'm not saying you have to literally penetrate, but if you're, if you invade that space, it forces that sphincter. Yeah, you're gonna get a reflex. That's the easy part. I know. Matt's like, getting pants off. Come on, man. I open my mouth and my charm, then panties come off. Forget about it. I know how to get them panties off. So, he's that sexy guy. He's got all the charm. Let's role play. I'm a cracked out mofo. Try to penetrate me. Bro, for you, I gotta bring out pro level. That's where this comes in. This is the machete we opened up. So that's what you get. This is too small for you. It'll just envelop inside and I'll just lose it. All right, you weirdos. I'll check you guys later. I'm going to go podcast with Sharon. So you can subscribe to our channel. And we do podcasts there a couple times a week, a few times a week. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll open some of these machetes and stuff later, and axes and stuff, and try and fit them into this case. That's what we'll do next. All right. Bye, everybody. Remember, gang, jab the anus. Okay, that's the lesson of the day. That's what I should name the show. Jab the anus. Even if the pants are on and he's cracked out on drugs. That's see? This is a children's show. You remember the G.I. Joe? And knowing is half the battle. So this is our fun fact for the day. Glad you made the last half, right? Holy God. And Ninja would know, right? See? We got expertise on this, man. All right, everybody. I wish I could say it was fun. It was very weird. Very, very weird indeed. Hollywood jab the anus tactical. Oh, wait. I got to put this on the screen. This will have to be the thumbnail right here. Jab the anus. Remember in Karate Kid? Sweep the leg. Remember? Sweep the leg. We in our wrestling team, we had a thing called go for the dislocation, and we did it as a joke. But other teams thought we were brutal. They were like, motherfucker, like these guys are yelling at each other, go for the dislocation. Because me and this other Chinese guy on our team had early in the season a dislocated motherfuckers. And so it became a joke, like, go for the dislocation. To us, it was an inside joke. And I didn't realize till the end of the season, one of my coaches was like, damn, you guys are cold. You guys like out here, go for the dislocation. And we were cracking up. So it must have seemed even more cruel. We're like, go for the dislocation. Checking the oil was right, so it's called it. Yeah, exactly. Checking the oil. The Oklahoma oil check is sticking the finger in. That's how I know about the reflex, because we had a state champ who the only guy he ever lost to on the nationals was this Oklahoma guy, and he's like, coach, every time he did that, all the strength would go out of me. That's the Oklahoma oil check. It was educational. And the reason why the reason why you check the oil is you pull up on the butt, because it takes their foundation away and forces their energy to go down. So it's not just some like touchy booty thing. It's very tactical. I mean, you lift that butt up and you push the head down. You take the strength into the ground instead of on you, and it takes the base away. I check the oil. Hamsters and gerbils and squirrels. Oh my. Look at these guys. The dirty fist. Oh, Jesus Christ. The dirty ninja. OSU is legendary in wrestling. Yes, they are. And that's why it's called the Oklahoma Oil Check. Oklahoma does not play. You know, when I was a wrestler, the best camp was Cowboy Camp. And that was the Oklahoma wrestling camp. And you know, you go there, and you're gonna place in state that year. They don't play out there. He's gonna play in LA in a couple months. All right, everybody. Yeah, Javon's gonna be playing soon, so I need to call up my friends and make sure we get seats together. All right. Bye.